Greetings, everyone. This is Kev, and this is another BMBBH on Saturday night. Doing a midnight special here. Posing the question: have the simps evolved? Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just a strange phenomenon. When you talk about this whole red pill, blue pill thing. We often talk about the red pill, examine the red pill, criticize the red pill, try to judge on who's the red pill and who isn't the red pill. But no one has taken a close, thorough examination of the blue pill. Its capabilities, its effects. But literally speaking, there's no real such thing unless you're on drugs or you're some 65-year-old man who takes Viagra. But anyway, it's a lot of complaining about the narrative that the manosphere has pushed, the black manosphere. My bad. We have to get into the habit of saying black manosphere because I do understand that that other manosphere is involved with extreme extremism, which is going to have to I have to change that hashtag after this broadcast. But yeah, but when we're over here in this sector, manosphere or black manosphere, you know who we're talking about, and that's just what it is. I don't know. I've been seeing a lot, like I said, and it's been going on for months and months and months and months and months. And the manosphere thing, even from what I understand, has gotten to the point where a guy who was sort of a bigger figure in the manosphere decided to sell his channel to a female. Now, I'm not sitting up here criticizing that move because of who that female is. I mean, in fact, for her, I mean, I would say congratulations. And really, if you've been listening to us for weeks upon weeks, you would understand that as a win for our team. So, this is not what this broadcast is about, but it might become some subject matter because, I'll just go ahead and say this: long live the habitual line steppers. Um, yeah, Man Code TV, what's up? Yeah, man, but just why I asked this question. Yeah, it's really as simple. I don't know. I don't have any. I don't have any animosity with guys who criticize the space if the space criticism is legitimate. But blue pill philosophies would lead you to doing things such as complaining about the conversations of men. If you want conversations that help you, there are plenty of them on YouTube. Why police the content of the black manosphere? Why police the content like that? I mean, there are plenty of guys that are within the black manosphere that give you the information that you are looking for or seeking if you want some help or some type of satisfaction in understanding that black men, we as black men, do have our shit together. I mean, I understand y'all act like it's too much talking about women, but like I said, in your real lives, you don't talk about women. You talk to women. You what like a lot of your motivations for improving your life is central around women. But y'all come up here to these platforms and act like y'all such badasses. I get it. I get it. It's nothing can happen to you on the internet. Nothing physical, at least. So you can kind of shout at people the way you want to shout at them. Talk to them the way you want to talk to them. Talk about them the way you want to talk about them. And hell, you might even get an audience. But at some point or another, someone has to address this shit. I mean, I'm not talking about females either. I'm talking about men, because that's the primary concern, right? The men are talk about the females a little bit too much, and my stance and my position on that always and forever will be, and I don't see it changing anytime soon either. So the fuck what? Everyone talks about everyone. Everyone literally talks about everyone. I don't get the disagreement with that. There are there are channels for all kinds of flavors, all kinds of styles, but you focus your attacks on the channels that you don't like. You call it toxic. You call it divisive negativity. Say dudes are whining, crying. You niggas cry too much. Well, I mean, shit. I think that too. I think y'all niggas cry too much. Seriously, but like, if if a black man especially is sharing his experiences at any level, I think you should open your ears and listen. I don't think you should gaslight the guy because, see, all that gaslighting created all these little boys out here that don't care about human life, that don't value anyone's human life. So, they rob and kill to survive because of the amount of apathy and amount of gaslighting that they get. I mean, we help out our girls. I mean, like that's why I like one of the reasons, and some people feel like I'm wrong for believing this, but this is one of the reasons why I love having a daughter instead of a son. I do value I do value the black boys in our community. I believe that we should make a future for these young men. I mean, encourage them and put them on the right path. I do believe that. But I can't count out my kid. Shit, she counts too. So, but I understand like the plight of the black boy. I was a black boy at one time. I was lucky to have sane people around me. And but see, here's the thing. I understand that I also had a mother and a father. You know, I understand that both those people in my life made a difference. I understand that mothers get more airplay than fathers, and part of my purpose for being on this platform is to work toward fathers being represented in this community. We have a place too. And any black father who carries that title as such, and it's not just a title, trust me, we want what's best for our children. Period. You know, the one, and that's of all ages. If you have grown children that's out there in the world, you want what's best for them. I don't necessarily know what everyone's relationships with their kids are. You could have one of those 50 cent situations. But, if you are any kind of black father, you want what's best for your child. So, I do care about the behavior of people that are, in the public eye, who are influencers, who have the chance to reshape the culture. I do care about that behavior. I do care about what my kid has to observe as she grows up, and what your kid has to observe when they grow up as well. It ain't just about my kid. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is about my kid to me, but I do understand that this society has multiple people on in. So we like to see an improvement across the board. You know why I want to see an improvement across the board? Because we always complain about the bullshit part. Understand this. I don't get why a bunch of dudes would be upset and angry with a bunch of grown men that want to fix things. But we are people that complain about the bullshit. Especially a lot of these dudes. Broadcast after broadcast trying to make fun of men who want to fix things. A simp, you can define it at many things. What it is not, what is not a simp, and let's get this context out of the way, is a black man who loves black women. No, a simp is simply a man who makes excuses for the horrible behavior of women. As far as the women I care about, black women in particular, when they behave badly. There are some good ones out there. There are some good black men out there. But there are some N words out there as well, male or female. Usually, when you hear someone called an N word, you probably thinking in terms of a guy. So you have to be very contextual and very literal with our people because we try to go in all kinds of directions, even though we know what's being said. And that right there, you think, you see, and I understand this. There's like no general respect for black. So some of you Negroes out there, you act simple, I would say. You think everybody is slow. So you go in all these little bullshit directions with the conversation, even though deep down you know what these grown ass men are talking about. Policing the conversation. I think that simping right now involves more than just making excuses for the ratchet ass bad behavior of females. It's more than that right now. I mean, if you're attacking other grown men in what you call, excuse me, the defense of women, then that's some simple ass shit. Because it, even in that light, what good are you saying about black women? I can say they're beautiful all day. I can say when they look good and when their attitudes are great, they're the most beautiful women on the planet. I can say that all day long. It's facts. I do believe that for real. I'm not trying to virtue signal just to get out of some accountability for some of the other things that I've said because I stand on all of that shit. Do I think that there are some fucked up behaviors out there from women? Yeah, hell yeah. And they're too much on fucking display. And we as blacks, we always choose the worst behavior. When there is a grown ass person that checks that behavior, guess what we do? Especially the younger ones. We double down. We triple down. Ever since Monique said that thing about the bonnets have multiplied. We've been talking about saggy pants for years, so I don't want to hear that shit. Oh, why don't you talk about saggy pants? Hell, look what the kids have got. Look what the kids have done. Saggy pants have been out since like 1990, before a lot of these little old crying ass millennials were born. Shit, my parents were talking about people with sagging pants. And dumbass folks, simple ass fucking people, like to act like, well, you know me, why you talking about sagging pants? We been talking about that shit. But here's what happened. The guys started wearing jeans so skinny to the point where they couldn't pull up the pants anymore. The reason why I'm saying all this because it's the same goddamn shit on these platforms. Complaining about what grown people say or what kind of ideas grown people have to maybe improve what you motherfuckers are complaining about. They think always killing each other. You know, grown ass man offers a solution. Maybe you should raise your kids better. And then that conversation devolves to blaming women. Treat these women with more respect. Hey, you know what? You gotta carry yourself with respect. Get mad again. It devolves to blaming women. All these pookies out here getting these girls pregnant. You know, we say something like that. Stop getting them pregnant, dog. The conversation devolves to you just mad because you ain't getting no pussy. It's created to where conversations have gotten so simple, and people foot be on the gas so much to the point where you can't even win a sensible conversation, even if you are a grown ass person who's been down those roads. I mean, cause shit. Like a lot of you guys, I mean, I get it. You didn't grow up with fathers in the home. Some of you turned out great, and you project that crap onto grown ass men that come on these platforms. Ain't no way a lot of y'all will get away with some of the shit y'all saying on here. Y'all get the shit smacked out of y'all. Little midget men talking about, oh, these manosphere guys, these old niggas. Some of you simps will get the shit smacked out of y'all. But you're on a Wi-Fi connection, so you sit up here talking about grown ass men having conversations about the shit you guys complain about. These old niggas have failed us. So the old niggas have a conversation as to why all of that happened. Sometimes we gotta clear the air. I'm one of those black men that believe in clearing the air. When I hear some stupid shit being put out there as a narrative about black men or about black people, and in few cases even about black women, I want to clear the air. What's wrong with that? Because we got these old ratchet, petty, ghetto ass people out here. I don't want the problem solved. Things gotta stay fucked up. And why is that, John? I don't know if any of y'all named John in the chat. I was just saying that. As actually a quote from the first Child's Play film. The son of a bitch had even bled. Why is that, John? See, we're human. Because we're human. I get the humanity that it takes to get through these conversations with a bunch of dumb people that looks like you. I mean, not literally, but we when we talk about skin color, we always try to figure these ways out of the accountability. that comes with all that fucked up shit y'all talking about. Young men out here killing each other. Why is that? Because you didn't raise them motherfuckers. Why y'all keep raising black men that killing each other? The daddy need to be there. Okay, I'll ask the question again. Why y'all keep raising black men that killing each other? Why y'all don't want to talk about this stuff in an adult manner? And then the sons of the bitches that raise these kinds of guys, these motherfuckers will come on YouTube crying about grown men talking about, oh, okay, this is fucked up, that's fucked up. Maybe we need to fix things. This community is too far gone. Then shut up, nigga. Why are you still in the conversation? I mean, like, I understand. Look, I respect opinions. Y'all respect mine. But I don't know. I get tired of this shit sometimes. We all get a little tired of shit. Just like these guys, these little evolved simps. Swear up and down. They get agitated, but we gotta hear it 10, 15 broadcasts a week. And my biggest problem is with this is people act like this shit doesn't happen. If you were to tie a name to all these complaints that you guys are having about these men who talk about women too much or talk about shit that that why you're trying to police the conversation. I've said this on other broadcasts. I've said this repeatedly. Give us a name. We'll go to that guy and we'll ask him what the problem is. Now, instead, y'all want to act like badasses on the internet, which is a joke. It's a fucking joke. It's a big, big fucking joke. Now I watched the young man. Now, not the young man that sold Sister George the channel, but I watched the young man this past week. He said he's leaving the manosphere. Here's the reason why he said not. Now he didn't say black manosphere. He said manosphere. So he might be talking about them old pale dudes over there. But he said that he's going to another channel. He started another channel because he was talking red pill stuff, and they attached him to the manosphere. So they started talking about, the same shaming bullshit. And the dude fell for the shaming. I'm not going to give away what this dude's name is. Red Pill something. I'll say it like that. But, like, to me, a guy that said that, oh, I have to start a new channel because they are attaching us to the manosphere. I was like, okay, well, they're attaching my channel to the manosphere. Well, one thing I'm saying is that so you weren't passionate about what you were saying anyway. You did it for an attention grab. Number two, I ain't gonna run from no. I'm not gonna run from any of my content. That's why you can't come out here and not speak from your heart. Cause the second something like that happens, you run from that shit. There's a guy with a YouTube channel, like, recently. He was on that hate black man shit. And then he got exposed. He ain't on that shit no more. I mean, dude was red hot too. You got to stand on what you say. As a grown ass man, or now 40 plus grown ass man, I stand on everything I've said on this channel. And anyone that got a complaint about it can come forward and say something. I respect the opinions of people. I'm a little brash about it sometimes, but hey, we're all a little brash. But this complaining about complaining about complaining. I'm personally tired of hearing y'all complain. I'm tired of explaining myself. I'm not just talking about women. I'm talking about men too. All it's doing is keeping the conversation up. That's all it's really doing. This gender war that you guys keep talking about, and I will repeatedly say, is not a gender war until a black man says something. Otherwise, it's all you little niggas and all you little girls over there joking and laughing and shit. Oh, these black men ain't shit. They need to take care of these kids. Oh, these single niggas with no kids need to step up. Oh, black men ain't shit. Oh. Second, a black man pushes back. Hey, you know what? There are brothers out here doing stuff. Here y'all come with the simp shit. Oh man, it's a gender war. The YouTube gender war. I really don't think the gender war exists. I call it the gender war as, kind of a, I don't know, figurative thing because y'all really think it's man versus woman, but how can it be just man versus woman when there are men and women on both sides? That's not a gender war. Y'all stupid. I mean, well, not all of you. Not all of you. Not all. I mean, damn. Because see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I could be the kind of guy that says that you guys, you males who do that shit, who always talk about dudes and dude grown ass men conversation, you know, I could say this shit all day long. I could have several broadcasts on this. It won't match up. Yeah, I could have, let me tell you something. I could have 10, 15 broadcasts on simps in a row. It still won't match up to the hate that black men, grown ass black men, I'm not gonna call them old niggas. That's what y'all call us. Them old niggas. Nigga, y'all sound like y'all got Kleenexes and lotion bottles in hand when y'all say that shit. Old niggas. I can have all these broadcasts on simps, and it still won't match up to the broadcasts y'all have about black men. And I'm talking about just the males. I ain't even talking about the females. That race been lost over and over and over again. Shit. The women across the finish line several times on black men. Black men ain't even made the first lap on making broadcasts to return fire. And I'm not saying that, I'm not justifying tit for tat. I don't think we should do tit for tat. I actually encourage black men to be better. Be better than them. You're better than them. You're not a bitch. You're a man. I don't say things like, just because the women are doing it, the men got to do it too. That's being that you're low key saying that's just like being a woman, even though it might not actually be just like a woman. I believe that kind of thing is human. But to say stuff like, why are you complaining about the men doing it, the women do it too? That's making it sound like you trying to be like the women. I say it in a way like, okay, why are y'all complaining about what grown ass men are talking about? Now, let's look at another side of this. Now, if you're just sitting up here talking about, the same shit over and over again, to the point where someone has said to you about 2 or 3 weeks ago, okay, God, we get it, we get it, we get it, we get it. What's going on with you, man? Like, I would never repeatedly come up here and talk about women. Now, black people I know go for the knee jerk reaction. Person can do nine good things. They do one bad thing. It can even be a minor league bad thing. And what we do as a people, we put the magnifying glass on that shit. It is what it is. It is what it is. A lot of us seek perfection. A lot of us 30 percenters. Well, I mean, like, I don't know that percenter term. I mean, I just said that. Well, you're 30% of the way there, but you expect 100% perfection. Let's speak in terms of 100% being perfect. In other words, why are you looking for perfection when you're nowhere near it? We understand as black men that we are in a situation, or at least we should. If you don't, you haven't been paying attention. You speak of speaking power into black men. I speak assertion because without assertion, you can't begin to be on the path to power. How do you gain power if you don't assert shit? We have to create a culture of assertive black men. Sensible, of course, but assertive nonetheless. All I saw was a bunch of scary Negroes every time their wives got mad, or their girlfriends or their mothers got mad. Oh my God, she gonna kill me. I'm like, look at these old timid ass Negroes. And I mean, I don't believe in bowing up to a woman. I don't believe in physically intimidating women. Unless, of course, she's trying to be badass and wave a damn frying pan at me, then I'm not like, ah, bitch. Outside of that, I don't believe in that. But still, you don't let nobody push you over. I mean, shit, don't. I mean, black men need to get to the point where they're telling people, hey, you know what? Don't make me raise my fucking voice. You know. And I'm not suggesting that you go around smacking women either. Even though all of you commended Sean Connery for saying that shit. But of course, Sean Connery's a white man. Y'all big up white men on a lot of shit. These simps do that shit a lot. These white men got power. I'm like, all right then, go ahead. Bow to them. I want to see you bow to them. While I lay back in a chair and sip on another Miller Lite. Simp. There are black men out there that's trying to assert power, but unfortunately for those black men, there are too many simps and there are too many bitter ass women that are fighting against that power in our community. They're black. Okay, the black simp didn't sound correct. That almost sounds like a racist white man. But imply that being that this channel does start with black, that I'm talking about our people. And I mean, like, I love our people. But hey, you know what? We got issues. And so y'all sit up here, y'all continue to talk about black men and black men taking L's. And, stop talking about these women, but same dude be talking about this same shit. Be on their channels talking about men, on female channels talking about men. I've also said this a while back. I said black people are the worst bullies on the planet. Because guess what? The second you get called out or somebody stands up to you, all of a sudden, y'all crying about people being sensitive. You start to play the victim. Man, why you acting like that? And then you get these old stupid ass apologies. Hey, I'm sorry about what I did. I didn't know what I did to you would make you feel that way. Like they so strong that they hurt you and shit. Like shut the fuck up. This is what goes back to me saying like you guys like not you guys in particular, but a lot of you guys out there, think people are slow, think people are stupid, thinking people won't catch on the way you're trying to treat them because y'all on some simple shit. Shit that you would never say in a million years standing in front of somebody. You niggas always be crying. What y'all crying about these women? Like that's all they talk about. Like that's all these men talk about. That's all they talk about. You're fucking lying. Our people are lying to hiccup. It don't hurt our people to lie. Let me tell y'all, let me give y'all a little story. This is in reference to Eddie Murphy Raw. Now, this is Eddie Murphy talking about Bill Cosby. I know I've said positive things about Bill Cosby in the past, even though he is a center of controversy, but I just happen to agree with Eddie Murphy when he said this about Bill Cosby. Basically saying that you act like that's all we say is cuss words. Because, when he was talking about, remember the joke he was saying, I would like to talk to you about the things you say in your show. And then, Eddie Murphy said, basically, if you don't like it, man, fuck you. And then Bill Cosby was like, that was just what I was talking about. This is Eddie Murphy doing Bill Cosby now. You cannot say fuck. And then Eddie Murphy was like, man, this is what offends him. And you're allowed to be offended. There are millions of things you can be offended by. There are stupid shit you can be. I understand the saying everybody's offended by everything. That's some recent shit, and that's from them old soft ass hair colored social justice warriors. But Eddie Murphy was offended because he was like that. Bill Cosby act like that's the only thing we say in our acts. All this cuss words. Like we just come out on stage like, hey, how you doing, people? Motherfucker, pussy, dick, snot, and shit. Good night, y'all. Suck my dick. Good night. In the same vein, that's what a lot of you out there are. All these dudes talk about is women. All they talk about is women. And y'all have these entire broadcasts about them. And men like me, 40 plus men like me, act like that I'm not supposed to feel like or believe that that shit is weird. Cause y'all treat people like we're simple. To be honest, to be brutally honest, black people don't have no real strong belief in black people. That shit is unanimously, no, not unanimous, but that shit is fucked the way we think about ourselves. The levels of intelligence that we believe that we're dealing with. And we always sit up there and complain about other races and how they view us. Shit, why don't we start with how we view ourselves? Because you believe that black people are slow and stupid and cannot catch on to certain things. Like if you just say, "Hey, this is the way it is," then that's what it is. Motherfucker could be 100% wrong. Then when someone puts up the debate about it, then all of a sudden you can't handle someone disagreeing and putting up a debate about it. I've been on plenty of channels, like for real. I'm not an easy customer to deal with when it comes to people saying stupid stuff that I disagree with because it's wrong and the information's inaccurate. I've been blocked on plenty of platforms. Like seriously, and it's not even because of a long drawn out campaign. It's because people be on that simple ass stupid shit, and the second their asses don't get kissed, that's what it is. Now I don't need to say names. When people see a name like black men being brutally honest, it takes the wind out of them. Oh my God, is that even possible? Yes, it's possible. It is. And as a black man, I have to say this. Some of you guys are on some bullshit. Some of you. Now, not all of you. There are a lot of cool ones out there. There's a lot of guys out there that are just brutally honest. Don't believe that just because women have issues that the guys that are constantly talking about that are just being brutally honest. There might be an issue there. There might be an issue if it's constant. But hey, you know what? If it's based in fact, hell, what can you say about it besides maybe you guys need to talk about asserting some power or speaking some power into these young men? Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's do that for a second. As far as the young men, let's do that for a second. Okay, you can take this advice since my demographic really is mostly over people over 25 years old. You can take this back to them. Hey, number one, you know what? Make the right decisions. For instance, getting a job, even if it's a low level job, it'll teach you some things that you can carry for the rest of your life. You know, don't make bad decisions. I'm not going to assume just because you're a young black man that you're a criminal. But let's not beat around the bush. There are a lot of young black men that are criminals. And when you were in a bad fatherless element, a lot of that times that tends to be the case. So, you know. Also, if you're going to have sex, use a condom. And bring your own condom. Don't trust these hoes. Yep, life doesn't always have to lead to a 9 to 5. There are tons of ways to make money. Also, study politics a little bit and see what align. Okay, see what align with what aligns with your best interests. You know, one thing I would like to say at the end of all of that is no one is perfect. You're going to make some mistakes along the way, but as long as you learn from them, is what's important. Okay, now I'm out of that. Now, I wonder, can that advice filter through all the curse words that I just said? Why do you guys even need advice at this point? I get it. We all need to, we all have things that we need to talk about. We need to express because we have not been given the voice to express those things. But why? Anyway, let me check out some of these comments. Shit. These dealing with these evolved simps, these BANs, these guys that you know looked at all these. Boom, yay! So We got Roguish Sun in the building. Stoic One. Ian Graves, hurry up and buy. Deshaun. Old man Crypto. Old man Crypto. That's probably someone I can learn some things from. I mean, I would, I would like to know more about crypto myself. Saying, just saying. I mean, if it's like for real though, that's the kind of information that is in this space. If if you are, you know, if you are willing to tell young black men how to make more money so they can have more sustainable, stable lifestyles, then that's some good advice. It ain't always about talking about women. And I keep telling y'all, men have talked about women for the longest, inside and outside these platforms. Like for real, these same dudes that come on these platforms, man, what y'all think about women, man? These same guys were talking about how they bust one down. And 9 times out of 10, these women thinking that they're keeping this information private. I don't know. These women are special these days. These some new chicks. D Rock Den, D Sean. Salute black men being brutally honest. In chat, been a minute since I've last tuned in. Hey, good to see you. And we know, like, over here, we know life calls sometimes. I mean, shoot, man, you out there doing what's best for you. So I appreciate seeing you again, Man Code TV. I was just talking about that to somebody. Why not sell that channel to a guy instead of a woman? That's like Bob Johnson selling BET to a non-black person, and black folks was mad. Hey, let me put it to you like this. Let's not forget what Bob Johnson actually did. His successor was a black woman, which I don't get why black women be talking as bad about black men as they do, because have been plenty of black men that have created opportunities for them. And what did she do? She, well, we all know the story that she started the process of BET becoming what it is today, a bunch of syndicated television shows and nothing of real substance. They took off Teen Summit, they took off BET News, they canceled Tavis Smiley. A lot of things that really made it black entertainment TV. I mean, I don't mind watching old episodes of Martin and Living Single, but I mean, you thinking that, oh, I'm gonna take off BET Uncut. Yeah, I mean, she took off BET Uncut too, so I mean, that really wasn't a big deal at the end of the day. Some things are just left in, supposed to be left in certain times. I don't think BET Uncut would work today, but yeah, BET kind of devolved when he gave her that opportunity, and then now none of the black folks, I think white folks do on BET, just like I think white folks on TV One. But let's see who else is in the chat. Stoic One, what's going on? I'm listening. Roguish. And the black manosphere does not do that generally. It's a lie, Stoic One. I think that you're talking about women. Like when you're in a world where you are, I don't know. I wouldn't even say if you're heterosexual, because like homosexual men deal with women too. It's like we have to deal with black women in some kind of way, and they're part of this design. They just are. I mean, like, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The whole Goldman Sachs thing, it does make a statement, and I mean, like, I do believe it was intended to divide black people. I mean, it's just that the fact that they were willing to invest in black women, it says something. It doesn't say anything positive. I'm sure that a lot of black people would be like, yeah, that is something positive for black women, and it's like, okay, and people will get mad if when I say something like this. Okay, if they're sinking all these billions of dollars into Asian beauty products, Then Goldman Sachs thought that it was a worthwhile investment to try to direct that money somewhere else. It's like you see, like, okay, what if that same those billions of dollars were put back into to the community? Then they will be leading that shit for real. But I'm just saying, it's like business wise, for a corporation that sees that their money's running like that, it would be smart. It would be smart. Okay, if they getting that money like that, we can get that money like that too. All we got to do is invest in them. Because think about that same money year to year, billions and billions and billions of dollars into the Asian hair care industry per year, versus the $10 billion that Goldman Sachs is willing to put up. That's not even equal to the amount of money they put into those hair care products. That's why I just fucking laugh every time I see a man weave video. Oh, don't be talk. Y'all can't talk about black. Yes, we can. Shut up. I mean, that's just how I perceive it. I could be wrong. Because black women doing the thing. No, there's an agenda to that. And I mean, like, that shouldn't, as a black man, that doesn't make black men any more or any less entrepreneurial. They giving black women $850 in Georgia per month. Select black women. Like, I know some of you heard about that. I guess that's why they say hoes is winning, you know, because they see Goldman Sachs, they see that TikTok is about to become a tip system, and then they see stuff like $850 per month for black women. I mean, shit. It doesn't make black men any less ambitious because black men have always been through that. The denial of opportunity. So we had to create our own. Hell, shit. Even if a lot of guys had to rap their way to the top, look at people like Jay Z. Look at Puffy, who he was a street hustler before he was a multi-millionaire. And it's like now more than ever, black men have to understand and have to recognize that shit. We're on our own out here. We're not gonna have nobody's gonna give black men anything. Nobody's gonna save us. No one's gonna no one's gonna give us $10 billion to start businesses. Think about it. But if Goldman Sachs decided to give black men instead of black, and this is a question, if Goldman Sachs decided to give black men $10 billion instead of black women, and we know black women would complain about that, would black men turn the money down, saying that this is going to divide our community? You're just trying to turn us against black women. Would black men be like that? Would black men say, "No, fuck this money. We can do it on our own"? I don't know. I don't think so. But hey, let me get off Goldman Sachs. I'm not mad for whatever they do. I'm not mad that black women are getting money because that's just how it is. I'm not mad at that shit. I mean, shit. It just tells me that, hey, you know what? Business as usual. I mean, here we are again, creating opportunities for ourselves. That's not anything strange. Black men learn like if I really wish like a lot of parents did not put their children on that. Oh well, you got to go to school for 800 years. You got to borrow money to get through it, and you'll be a very successful person, even though you'll be in debt. There are other ways to be successful, other ways to create opportunities. But hey, you know what? We were sold the American dream. We were investing in stocks as long as if black folks were reading the Wall Street Journal back in the '60s, the '70s, and the '80s, would we be in a different position right now? Who knows? But I get it. I get how a lot of these conversations can be repetitive. Like a lot of times me being an angry uncle type, you know, or whatever people refer to me as. Even if it's negative, I go ahead and be that, because I get it. A lot of people don't really know me at all, and they're gonna say certain things. I get a lot of these conversations are repetitive, but why are you tuning in? How do you know that the conversations are repetitive? Why not, as a man, if you have a problem with what another man is talking about, discuss it with that man instead of acting like a little catty bitch? And the reason why I say it like that, because I see what a lot of these guys are saying, and it's a lot worse than what I just said. I mean, shit. The way y'all talk about old people, man, shit, you folks, and like, I don't blame some, certain content creators. Like, I mean, I get a lot of, older men, like they kind of grouchy, and then they try to go toe to toe with some of these young people, and on their ignorance. And I don't suggest any grown man do that. Or old man should come at you like you just a stupid person, and you're not stupid. I get that too. But I mean, at some point, we gotta have a respect for our older people, for real. Like if I see an old man walking in it with a cane, like and I'm not talking about somebody who's 40 or 45 or 50 or anything, because y'all love to say people like that are old and we should be in bed and taking our Geritol. And I will repeatedly say it's because when you were 15 and 16, you ran with some stupid Negroes, and a couple of them dudes got themselves killed, and they were 16 and 17. So it's just that don't be mad at me because I'm right here right now talking. And just because you was a part of some stupid shit, there's a lot of dudes that could have been living today, but because they did stupid shit, they're not here. So don't be mad with me. Berating older people. Man, let me tell you something. This week I talked to an older lady that, and I'm gonna bring up the pill again. That was more red pill than a lot of these motherfuckers. And I don't usually don't give women the credit of being red pill. I don't believe that a woman really can be red pill at the end of the day. I believe women will eventually choose a sisterhood. Now with the woman that I'm involved with, not involved like that, but I'm talking about on a crew level. I'm talking about on a clique level. I'm talking about the habitual line steppers. Now, do I believe that she would choose sisterhood? I mean, I believe that she will stand up for herself as a black woman in this country. And who can blame her for that? That's what I believe. So, do I believe that she should agree with everything I say? No, not at all. That's impossible. But this older lady, she told me her age too. She was like 66 years old. She was saying the exact shit that the Black Manosphere said. I started to tell her, you need to get on YouTube. You need to make you some of that money. Shit. I started to tell her that shit. I started to be like, you can make super chats. You had like 10, 20,000 subs in no time. I mean, damn, it's a money making opportunity for you. Just say you love the Black Manosphere. Man. Now, do I want to let me talk about that? This women in the space for a second. Because a lot of you guys don't like women in the space. You say that the women in the space are taking up real estate. But really, the ones you should be mad at is the audience, the people who are watching. And you truly can't be mad at them because that's just sour grapes all the way around. You can't be mad at people for watching what they want to watch. I mean, man, being mad at the content creator makes no fucking sense at all. And y'all know these women. I don't have any problem. Like if the audience chooses to watch these people instead of watching me, I more so along the lines feel like, well, I have to present a good enough product for them to watch me. Then if but I can't feel some kind of way for everybody else getting their stroke on this platform. Shit. But why be mad at the audience? You can't be. They can choose who they want to choose. That's why. That's why I like YouTube. YouTube is pretty raw. You can't really. I mean, I get that. Maybe somebody behind the scenes in YouTube is messing with people's algorithms. And if I'd have thought about it, like I gotta be brutally honest about this one, I probably would have named this channel something else. I mean, it's like you can stand up for what you believe in all goddamn day, but still though, this ain't Kevin Tube. This is YouTube. It's their platform. So if they suppressing stuff, it ain't realistically you can't do anything about it. Yeah, and some people fight it. Like let's go ahead and mention the controversy, like the fresh and fit controversy, like how they're going around trying to flag everyone. If you are a big platform and you're making money, then you can kind of, you reach out to YouTube and then they'll do something about it like that. But, it ain't, if you're a smaller channel like this, then good luck. Good luck with that shit. You know, and I believe really, I don't mind the viewership and the subscriber base exploding. I don't mind. But with something called black men being brutally honest, that's going to attract some things. And all of them ain't going to be good either. Shit. I mean, I did it on Facebook. If it gets to a big level on YouTube, I know what's up. So things will happen. Things will happen. Okay. The audience will come with, and quite frankly, I already got an audience here, right now. Shit. Hell, that feels great. That feels great. You guys being here, you guys are the greatest. But we're talking about Simps. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop that link and see if anyone wants to come up and ask me why I got Al Be Sure on the screen. Sure hope everybody's having a good weekend. Hopefully all of you are having a good weekend, I want what's best for you guys. I want what's best for you guys. Believe it or not. I don't hate people. Hate is such a strong word. Hate is such a strong word. If anybody wants to come up and chop it up, you can come up and chop it up. If you have any disagreement with some of the things that I said, if you believe that I was calling you a simp, said that, which is funny, you know, then hey, you can express that too. But hey, we're brutally honest over here. Over here on Black Men being brutally honest. Long live the habitual line steppers once again. And I mean, like, and I gotta say it, Sister George did one of the most line steppingest things that I'd ever seen. And I mean, just look, Sister George can speak up for herself. But I mean, when y'all spend so much time even taking jabs at her husband. It's just, it's like when what do y'all expect? You know, just like if someone to take a jab at my wife or my kid, shit, I would want to get it. I would want to make a vengeful move as well. Shit, I don't think I think she did it to further herself on the platform. I don't think it was all about trolling black men. And I mean, like black men were trolling each other. They were saying, "Oh, this is a L for the black manosphere," and all this other shit. I don't really think it was an L for the manosphere. Why would it be an L for the black manosphere when there are so many options you can choose from in the black manosphere? One guy went away. I mean, like I said, he was one of the key figures, from what I understand. But one guy went away. That's just what it is. We're not going to be around forever, and and that right there is because of death. But any circumstances that we involve ourselves in, there's going to be an end to it. There's going to be some kind of retirement to that, whether it's a good retirement or whether it's a bad retirement. But all good things come to an end. I wish the guy good luck. He doesn't have a high opinion of the space, and I don't care. But, he made the decision to leave based on what he believed he was leaving the space for. And that's just him. And for what I hear the channel got sold for, if it looks like a move that says, "Hey, at black men drop the ball," so the fuck what? If that person that came to me and said, "Hey, buy this channel," I would have felt some kind of way about it. I mean, I'm sentimentally tied to this channel. It's like some things like I'd rather this channel build. It just I can't leave it. It's the only way I leave it if YouTube somehow deletes it. Then that means that I just got to start over. But if buying an entire channel with over 5,000 people for the price that she bought it for, that's a win. That's not a loss. That's a win. That's a win for her. Even though I somewhat will like feel as if it's a win for the habitual line steppers as well. I'm not going to go around saying that. She can express that if she wants to. But hey, it happened for somebody on the team. If Roger had done it, if Donnie had done it, if Darth Skater had done it, shit, hey, I'd have felt like it was a victory for the line steppers as well. Just me though, is just like I wouldn't know how to feel about something that someone else built, but if she can do something with it, then more power to her. If she likes it, I love it. But y'all gotta admit, y'all were taking a lot of jabs at her. And I wasn't gonna say something every time it happened. Shit, habitual line stepper, nigga. What's going on? What's up there, nigga? I wasn't gonna do that. I'm too old for that shit. I'm too old to be around here trying to fight people verbally. Cause there ain't nothing gonna ever happen with that. You know what I'm saying? If I could find a way to say some slick shit, that are cut, and I'm always doing that for some reason. There's people that hate me for shit that I said back in 2018. I just don't choose to do that here on YouTube. It just complicates things. But, you know, Sister George held her own. You know what I mean? Like I said, she might have made Lion Stepper Move of the Year if there was such an award. I mean, them guys, a lot of them guys were disappointed because of what the content creator that sold her the channel meant to them. That cut these guys deep. I mean, like it was like, woe is me, is an L for the space. I mean, it's one guy. It's not an L for the space. Even the content creators that were in the chat saying shit like that. You're a goddamn content creator. Dude, you got to think that you are somewhat meaningful, at least to yourself. I mean, hell, it's if I were that content creator, my ego would be through the roof right now. And he is a person that does seem like his ego is through the roof. Shit. But yeah, I get it. Why would he, as much as he spew about, these females be winning, a lot of people are confused as to why would you sell the channel to her? I don't give a fuck. Like I said, congratulations, Sister George. You pulled like I said, the line steppingest move ever. I mean, shit. I mean, hell. Like, I challenge the other line steppers. Let's see if we can pull off a better move than that. And somebody took up real estate in the space. No, it didn't. Let me tell you why it didn't. Let me tell y'all why it didn't. Because, and I just said this, you got a lot of channels to choose from. You got a lot more channels to choose from. Maybe I'm not gonna sit. I mean, shit, hell, in a perfect world, in a perfect world for Kevin Esther, you would choose this channel. But I kind of believe in Sister George. I mean, that doesn't make me a simp. I mean, it just for real. I've seen what she's capable of even before YouTube, so she'll be able to do something with it. Now, as far as what happens with the breakdown, I mean, shoot, that's the breakdown is still the breakdown. I don't see that going anywhere. I mean, they damn near 3K subs. Shit, that's a valuable channel that they make money off of. Yeah, these guys. Yeah, and then that's another thing. Like I said, you guys always talk about these women in this space, and all this other shit, and you're the same guys that give them that airplay. So who's more to blame for that? Yeah, who's more to blame for that? The simps. The simps. Yeah, man. Even with the simps, man. Like I know they hate being called that, but they're still our brothers. They're still our friends. Some of them are our cousins. You know, A lot of it ain't. A lot of it ain't their fault. They're like that. It's the fault of the people that surround them that told them all that bullshit. I mean, it's all good, but I'm not gonna reject you completely. I might talk about you a little bit if you're a simp, but I'm not gonna reject you completely. Hell, I think it's hope for some of you guys. Some of you guys are starting to wake up. But my thing is like being a part of the space or being a habitual line stepper. The intent was never ever to hate women. That's just some lying ass bullshit. A lot of you blue pill ass dudes that be crying for these hoes be saying. All these niggas do is cry about women. And then like what be killing me about some of these guys, hey, they be talking about how these women are our mothers and our cousins and our sisters. I was like, your mama's a hoe? Like, 'cause, like, unless your mama a hoe or some irresponsible ass, bitter ass single mama, I don't think we talking about y'all mamas, cousins, and sisters or anything like that. I think God, like, I'm just saying, some guys need to stop saying it because the shit don't sound right. In the most literal senses. But anyway, it's just that this the simps like have they evolved? Have they finally reached their zenith? Have they reached their final form? Because there's a lot of motherfuckers out there like they're cutting low. They're cutting low. They're attacking men's reputations, attacking their looks, body shaming. Man, that manosphere meetup, man. Like the way people tried to roast those guys for the way they looked. Now I said this. People, especially black women, they don't generally respect black men, so they're always gonna call black men ugly. Some won't. Not all. Not all. Not all. Some won't, but plenty will. A lot of dudes. Hey, you know what? I said this too. That all men are ugly to me. Now I know that's not the case, but I'm just saying that as I'm not just gonna walk up to a dude and be like, "Hey man, I'm a totally heterosexual man, but man, you look good." I'm not gonna do that. But what mattered was the substance. What mattered was what those guys were offering. What those men were doing was everything you complained about black men not doing. And when they did it, a lot of you blue pill ass simps, a lot of you moist dudes started talking about the way the guys looked. They ain't trying to build nothing. Second they try to build something, you want to carry the conversation to looks. Just like I was talking about at the beginning of this broadcast, how our people, we default to ignorance. We want to carry the conversation somewhere else because we want things to be that way, that same shitty way. Second, black men try to do something that you complained about us not doing. You move the goalpost somewhere else. This is why y'all get called simps. They calling me a simp because I love black women. Let me clarify with you. That's not why I ever call a man a simp. You can lie all day. I'm not doing that shit at all. Kiss my ass. I don't care about how them dudes look. I'm not attracted to men. Shoot, I mean, I'm not the one that like to you weaponize somebody's lifestyle and use it against other grown men. But if you're gonna go there with these dudes who's trying to help, hell, let me go there with you. All these dudes talking about the way these dudes look. Are you attracted to men? And I understand what y'all were trying to say. Well, these men are talking about women. So, if you're going to talk about the way men look, are you attracted to men? I'm not going to talk about. I mean, I might say something like fat nigga or something like that, or this man look like a old gorilla Decepticon or some shit. I might say some shit like that. But I'm not going to be like, look at that round stomach. Why is he even talking about stuff that man should got to the gym before he got in that damn seminar and gave that useful information? And of course, if you piss me off, I'll say some shit. But I ain't gonna be like that. Imagine, imagine like some dude walking up to you. Hey, I'm a CISSP. My name is John Franklin or some shit like that. My name is John Franklin. And then the person will be like, "Ooh man, ooh you fat." Can you imagine how stupid and how immature that sounds? Ooh, you got helpful information, man, but you got Dunlap disease. Your belly done lapped over your damn belt. Like, it's just all I'm suggesting. If I see a dude that like he's making a lot of money, and he fat, all I'm gonna assume that he's eating good. But whatever you guys got to do to impress these bitter females, and that's the last thing I'm gonna talk about. I usually go around saying like when a guy does that when they attack black men for saying what we're saying that uh, I usually go along with y'all doing this for females. These dudes always talking about these females. Guess what? You just centered it around females. You're upset because these guys are talking about females. Thus, your narrative being central to what's making females upset. I don't care. I don't give a shit. They can be mad all they want. And I say that in the most direct, brutally honest fashion. I don't care. I don't care. Because there's a lot of nasty things being said around in this space. A lot of nasty things. But see, the thing is, y'all talk about the brothers that actually try to say sensible things. Y'all ain't mad at the fuck niggas. Y'all ain't mad at the bitch ass niggas. Maybe because some of you are the bitch ass niggas. Maybe some of you are the fuck niggas I'm talking about. Let me go back in this. Cause I ain't calling out these super chats. There's a couple of them. Let me scroll down. Yum Cha 11. What's going on? Yo, what up, Kevin? Their methods may evolve, but on the surface, they're the same dangerous simps. Yeah, simps are dangerous. Like, y'all have to understand that. There's always yeah, thank you, D Rock Den, for the super sticker. Like, if a man coming around, like, okay, say when my daughter gets old enough, if he coming around talking about I love the sister, I respect the sister, and all that other shit, I'ma grill that motherfucker with a lot of questions. I mean, dude, like, the second you give me any indication that you're taking blue pills, and I'm not just talking about Viagra, the second you give me any indication that you're taking blue pills, I'm gonna ask your ass like 100 questions. Period. So whenever my daughter comes to that stage in her life, hell yeah, I can see a lot of shit. I can see a lot of shit. So I can see shit that a lot of people act like they don't see. All right, let me scroll down. Scroll down. Ooh. Sun is hot raw. Thank you for the super chat. Nobody around these parts cares about what some losers think. They'll just get ignored and left behind like what you're supposed to do with losers. All right, thank you for that sentiment. And yeah, that is very much true. It's like the losers are going to pipe and pipe and pipe and pipe and pipe, but success drowns them out. So yeah, thank you for the super chat. Sun is hot raw. Uh, Deshaun, thank you for the super chat. Says great stream BMBBH. All right, thank you. That really means a lot to me. But it's because it's like this. I can say I had a great stream all day, all night, but when somebody confirms it, that's validation. So, D Rock did. No matter how I look, she can still get it. Yeah, man. But thank you for participating in the chat, though. Y'all make these chats real good. Like seriously. But yeah, simps, like getting back to when simps being dangerous is like, yeah, it's like any of your ordinary everyday sociopaths say anything, do anything to get to the end goal. I don't trust a simp. I don't trust a simp around my daughter. I don't trust a simp around any woman I care about. Cause a lot of these simps that, especially the ones I deal with on social media, a lot of them guys be single fathers. A lot of those guys are single dads. Not single dads, they baby daddies. There's a difference. Single dad actually has custody of the kid, takes care of the kid. So I take that back on the single dad. I'm not gonna knock single dads. Baby daddies. Those are the ones I'm talking about. A lot of those simps be baby daddies. A lot of those simps be guilty ass black men. But anyway, how long has this stream been? All right, hour and a half. Okay, I think that is pretty good for now. So it's pretty late. I did get on pretty late, and I'm on dad duty this weekend. Wife is gone. Father's not well, so she's kind of looking after him. And let me tell y'all something, man. When your wife is gone for a few days and you have the kid, you find out why your wife is around. You really do. It's amazing, man. My daughter been so turned up. It's like, and I don't know. Maybe maybe I have to maybe crack down a little bit. She having a little bit too much fun, but I don't care about that. It just comes natural to me. But yeah, That's it for now. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. And should be another interesting one tomorrow night. That'll be it for now. Thank you. Long live the habitual line steppers. Congrats once again to Sister George. uh, and in Kev we trust. Good night.